Hello, everybody. I'm back again with another review for the movie Doctor Strange, the newest installment of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It stars the one and only Benedict Cumberbatch, also starring Rachel McAdams, Mads Mikkelsen, Dr. Hannibal himself, or whatever you want to call him, even though the series was canceled, and another string of supporting actors that do a really good job amongst Chiwetel Ejiofor, and hopefully I'm saying his name right, and Tilda Swinton, who does an amazing job as the Ancient One. And yeah, I just want to share my thoughts with you guys and tell you my overall opinion of the movie. First of all, I loved this movie. It was a perfect representation of what Doctor Strange was, even though it was an origin story. Some people may compare it to Iron Man and other origin stories that we may have seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But for me, it was so complete and so fulfilling to see the embodiment of Doctor Strange on screen, staying true to the character that was created by Jack Kirby and Stan Lee back in the '60s, I believe. And yeah, what can I say? Let's just jump into it and talk some stuff about the movie. First of all, I really love the special effects, the 3D animation and 3D conversion stuff that's going on. So definitely, this is a movie that you need to check out in IMAX and 3D and stuff because it's basically an inception, like many people have said, but it takes it to the next level, and it's mind blowing. It's so good. It's so fulfilling, especially for the fans, especially for the Marvel fans, and especially for Doctor Strange fans. This being a different movie from everything that we have seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe up to this point, and then introducing something new, something as magic, multiple dimensions, universes. That's mind blowing, and the visuals themselves uh, pay for the price ticket and the price of admission. So you guys need to check this out. Try and get it as soon as possible because it's gonna be in the movie theaters for I don't know how long, but you need to check it out in 3D and IMAX. So experience it at the full uh, measure that it was supposed to be seen and experienced. So yeah, I really loved it. The performances are amazing. Tilda Swinton is amazing. She kind of steals the movie in a awkward way, let's say, because it's Doctor Strange's movie, but he's like the pupil to the Ancient One. So I disagree with all the comments that a lot of whitewashing went down in Hollywood and with Marvel. Sorry, and with Marvel um, casting this role because Tilda Swinton, first of all, she's a great actress. She does an amazing job in the movie, and I didn't really feel like there was a need or, let's say, I don't know, a particular um, feel to the character that it need to be Asian. I don't know how to explain it unless you see it, and I don't want to get into spoilers or anything, but the thing that impressed me the most was her feeling that she brought to the screen and to the character, and trying to convey the message and the wisdom to impart to Doctor Strange as he was training, as he was becoming to be the Doctor Strange that we all know, or some of us know. I don't know, but she did a really good job. Benedict Cumberbatch knocked it out of the park for me. He's a great Doctor Strange. That's perfect casting for me. He's great in the role. He's funny, even though I didn't think he could be or would be or can be. I don't know, but he's funny. He's dramatic enough in the scenes that are dramatic. Even though this movie has a lot of comic scenes and a lot of comedy im- implemented into it, but for me personally, all of those comic scenes and comedic moments work. They don't feel forced, and I freaking love everything they've done with the character. Even even the cape, the levitation cape that Doctor Strange wears, that for me is one of the best characters in the movie. Characters, because it's basically a magic object, but it has a personality. It has uh, feelings. I don't know. To me, it has feelings. It has thoughts. It helps Doctor Strange in key situations, in dire situations and moments. So that for me was very good. I even like the Mads Mikkelsen's character Caecilius. He was the bad guy, even though he was like the main manipulated sorcerer for Dormammu, which is the main bad guy. Okay, sorry, one spoiler. Even though he was the main sorcerer bad guy manipulated by Dormammu, which is an entity, he lives in the timeless dimension, the dark dimension, and he tries to control everything and take over all of the dimensions and Earths and planets and whatever. But I feel he was one of the stronger Marvel movie villains, even though Mads Mikkelsen is a great actor, character actor, and everything, but he doesn't get a lot of screen time for me personally. But even though he does get a lot of he doesn't get a lot of screen time. The screen time that he gets is really good, and he brings that motivation to his character, and everything that he's trying to do is motivated by uh, his thoughts in the past, his thoughts in the present, and everything. So I really like that. Another character that I really really liked was Benedict Wong's character, the librarian Wong, which is kind of a funny thing, the same last name, but I really liked him. He brought a humorous tone to the movie. Uh, he was really fun. He was kind of different from the character in the comic books, which I'm fine with that. He was kind of. Some people say he was kind of the one person or the one character from Asian descent, let's say, that really gets screen time and dialogue and stuff like that. This compared to the ancient one who should be or should have been Asian, I don't really mind that. He's really awesome. He's really fun, and he brings a lot of the movie for me, especially. And I really like him. Even I don't know. I saw him on Marco Polo, the Netflix original series about the Mongols and the Italian Marco Polo who visits them and forms a relationship and whatever. I don't want to get into that, but I really like the actor, the character. I even saw him in Danny Boyle's Sunshine, which is a great, great, great sunshine, like a science fiction movie, right? I wish we had more of him. I wish we had more of the ancient ones interactions and relationships with her masters or with her pupils, let's say, because a lot of people's criticism was about Doctor Strange's timeline of like learning magic and trying to um, acknowledge all of this world and new, I don't know, material, let's say, about other dimensions and stuff like this. So I didn't. I actually didn't mind that, like the time passing from his initiation to his like control of the magic and dark arts. I don't know what to call them, magic, whatever. So I don't really mind that because it is inferred in the movie that he spends, I don't know, years, months, whatever, even though he has a photographic memory, which is also helpful to the plot and everything. But I didn't mind him uh, giving a training montage for about like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something, and then becoming a master in the magic practice, whatever, and learning about dimensions and stuff and the astral plane and whatever. So for me, it felt earned, let's say, and really, I don't know, really fulfilling to see him succeed in using magic and in using uh, stuff like magical weapons or magical tokens or whatever they're called in the movie. I can't really remember. I'm sorry, but yeah. So I really liked his progression from like the doctor who's really arrogant, who's really full of himself, and he doesn't really care about anybody except himself. But his progression throughout the movie gets into the point where he sacrifices himself for the whole entire world to save it, even though he deep down in his core is a selfish bastard. I'm sorry to say it, and and an arrogant prick. Let's say that, but he really transforms, and you can see his transformation throughout the movie, throughout the different uh, acts, right? And even in the third act, in where he confronts the big bad, spoiler alert, I'm sorry, but where he confronts the big bad Dormammu, who's a giant entity, like I said before. He resides in the dark dimension, and he tries to take over the world, right? But even that interaction and that the whole third act, the back and forth, I would call it, between Doctor Strange and Dormammu, where he was like, Dormammu, I'm here to bargain. That was amazing. It was something different from everything I've ever seen in the third act, and trying to introduce something into the Marvel universe, something new that some people may have problems understanding or accepting or whatever, even though we have the Avengers and Thor and whatever and the Hulk. But I feel like the whole movie, right, is a statement to understanding the fans, the not the huge movie fans, but the casual fans that go to the movies are like, yeah, Doctor Strange, magic, Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh my God, I have to see that. But they don't understand anything about it. This movie actually explains a lot and makes you understand. So that's why I feel like it was so short, even though it was like an hour and 45 minutes. It was so short, but it explains a lot and it tries to passes the bar or the border that the border between casual fans and hardcore movie fans or hardcore Marvel fans, so they can get mixed up and still enjoy and understand a Marvel movie. That being said, what else I forgot to talk about? Rachel McAdams. She's really good. I wish they had more scenes with her. Like she's kind of a love interest or whatever to Doctor Strange, but it's not the usual typical love whatever star-eyed I don't know, kissing at the end and making babies and whatever. It's not that. It's more of a cerebral relationship that they have between them, and she plays a particularly important role in the movie, which I will not spoil. So yeah, I really enjoyed everybody's performance. The visual effects are amazing. The only gripe I have with this movie, right? And it's a particularly small one. Maybe I don't know about how other people feel about this or whatever, but I really feel like they could have done more and better things with Dormammu, the big bad, right? He's characterized as a CGI character, right? And uh, I didn't particularly like his visualization, characterization, or whatever you want to call it, but it was a minor problem to me in the scope of everything that ever happened in everything that happened throughout the movie and to that point. Even in that moment, I love the moment, but his characterization, his visualization, his personification didn't evoke, I don't know, the big bad, the all consuming force that he can or could or is, right? So that's one minus for me. But another, I would say, another feeling I have about a negative feeling I have about the movie is that they didn't really, I don't know, they didn't really, although I loved the all of the three fight scenes, 3D, Inception style, whatever moments and stuff like that. Even though some people say that it copied Inception and stuff like that, I totally disagree. Doctor Strange was born in the '60s as a comic book. Even then, it had like freaking earth twisting dimensions and stuff. So actually, it's kind of like okay, on film, Doctor Strange kind of copied Inception, but it took it to the next level. On film, also, Inception kind of copied Doctor Strange in my mind because those comic books are off the charts, bonkers, and they explore everything, new dimensions, and it's trippy as hell. But another gripe I would have with this movie, right? Um, I wish I wish it was longer. For me personally. I don't want to speak to anybody out there who has their own feelings about the movie, who have already seen it and stuff, but I wish it was longer. The character is so compelling, the character is so good, the world around him is so good, and everything based on him and the world he's living in and the dimensions he's traveling to, defending against, and stuff like that is amazing. And I wish I had seen more of that. Even though I know we'll get to see him in like Avengers Infinity War, Thor Ragnarok, maybe, and stuff like that, and his next solo installment movie. I wish I had seen more about him. Overall, I love the introduction of Doctor Strange in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. His quips, his humor, the special effects are amazing. It's next level stuff. I haven't seen anything like that ever. The third act is amazing. It brings a new original idea to the big hole in the sky, which every Marvel, DC, whatever movie deals with, let's say Marvel basically. But I really loved it. And my only gripe, the major, let's say, was the look of their mama or whatever. But all that said, overall, I would give this movie 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it so much. The humor hit. It was amazing to me visually. The characters and the performances were amazing. So yeah, I don't know what else to say unless like I really enjoy it. It was perf. eh, It was 90% perfect for me. That's why I give it a 9 out of 10. And yeah, those are my thoughts about the movie. Please comment below. Tell me what you think about the movie. If you like this, give a thumbs up. Give me a subscribe and stuff. And I'll see you back with a later review. Thanks, guys.